Gaming with Boomers! Yeah. We have this is a little bit of a sad episode, more than a little bit of a sad episode. It's quite sad. We, as you know, if you've been watching our videos, the past 2 or 3 of them, we did literally lost our cat Jack. He got out of the house early one morning. We still have not seen him. Fortunately, we haven't seen his little body anywhere, so we don't know that he's passed, but we haven't seen him alive anywhere either. That is not the worst of the news, although that is still upsetting. The worst news is that our family has lost 2 more of our cats this week, and not lost as in they got out of the house, but lost as in they have passed away. This is really unusual to lose, more than one cat through illness or injury in a short time span. One was lost on Monday, our cat Mike, and then our cat Darth we lost today. The reason I'm making this video so soon afterwards is because I'm still a little bit in the shock mode, which means it's easier for me to talk about these losses. And as the days move along here this week, it's going to be more and more difficult as I go through the mourning process. These are not the first, because we have so many kitties that we've rescued. These aren't the first we've lost. We've lost several others over the years with diseases and such. Never one from injury, but cats get sick, especially when you have a group of them. It tends to be that illnesses that lie dormant normally in cats will, for whatever reason, activate when you have a larger group. And we have been doing this for 12 years, taking these rescue cats in, and so you get used to the loss. But we have never lost 2 so close together, ever. It's usually months or years between a loss. And we had our cat Mike was a kitten of the very first cat we took in, Emmy. She was pregnant when we took her in, and we didn't know it, and she had 4 kittens. Mike was one. And then Darth, whom we named Darth because he's all black. sweet kitty, both of them. He was the last kitten of our mama cat Wicked, and of her last litter, and we brought them in when they were kittens. Emmy birthed her kittens in our house, and Wicked had already had her 5 kittens, her last litter, and we got them into the house. So both cats, we think, passed away of something called R.I.P. It stands for feline infectious peritonitis. It's a form of coronavirus, actually, that cats get, and it's systemic, and it's usually manifests in younger cats. Both Darth and Mike were around 12 years old, so it's unusual for an older middle-aged cat to get this, but it's possible. We did have another cat who was younger several years ago who got it, and it's really insidious because they go along healthy and jumping around in a good weight, and then all of a sudden this kicks in, and within a very short period of time, with one of our cats, it was within less than 2 weeks, they drop a ton of weight to the point where they're skeletal. Their abdomen swells up with fluid. They become jaundiced, which is yellow, because of the bilirubin that builds up in their system. They become anemic. They're just very, very ill all of a sudden. And animals are a lot like children. They'll go along and they'll compensate for something that's going on within them, an illness, and then they just crash. And that's what's happened with these kitties. Mike has been ill for a few weeks now. He dropped his weight a little more slowly, and he had allergies as well. So we thought he just is having a bad allergy attack. It's spring, and he's off his food and a little more lethargic. And then all of a sudden, within a week, he became skeletal and weak. And we took him in. In fact, we had to take him to the emergency vet after hours, because when we discovered how weak he was, our vet was closed. So we took him to the emergency vet, and immediately they knew he's terminal, and in the last hours or days of his life. And so we had to let him go. We had him euthanized. Ken, my poor husband, has been with every one of our babies when we've had to euthanize them, always very much to bring them relief, and he's always been there holding them. Poor man. I can't do it. Thank heavens for Ken. And then with Darth, we just discovered, yesterday and today, that he was especially weak, and he was a chubby kitty. Darth was a sort of a watermelon kitty. He was our little vacuum cleaner. We put treats down, and if there were any left over, he cleaned them up like a little vacuum cleaner. And he was absolutely the sweetest kitty. He wagged his tail like a dog when he was happy. If you petted him or he was getting treats, he'd be standing there, little round, all black Darth, wagging his tail like a dog. And just sweet, loved petting. Just the best baby. And he just had gone down within a week to half his weight. You could feel the spine on his back. And this was our chubby watermelon baby. And, lethargic and not around when he normally was. And so we got him into an urgent visit this morning, and I nearly immediately got a call from our vet, Dr. Stephanie, angel that she is, and she confirmed he has the same condition as Mike, and she believes it's R.I.P. She's gonna do a test on that to be sure. Nothing we could do about it. When they get R.I.P., it's terminal. It's just a matter of time. It goes quickly, and they just decline terrifically in a fairly short amount of time. So there's a wonderful service, a local funeral home, Hearts, not only does people funerals, but they also pick up your pets from the vet when they've passed, and they even come in a little mini hearse. It's the cutest thing, if you can call it cute. It's exactly a regular hearse, but just smaller sized. And they come get your pet, and they take the pet to get cremated, and they will do a paw print, and they give you a little gift bag with the paw print and a condolence card. And they're just the sweetest people. And we're doing that for Mike and for Darth, and we have several of our babies have been cremated through Hearts, and so bless them. There's no advice I can give for grieving a pet. I don't even like calling them pets. Technically that's what they are, but really what they are is family members. Many people feel as strongly about them as their children, as we do. Everybody grieves differently. Everybody takes it in their own time. My only advice, or my only thing I could really say about it, having gone through this many times now because of us being a rescue family, is don't let anyone diminish how you're feeling. Don't let them say, it's only a pet, it's only an animal, a dog, a cat, a lizard. It's your baby, it's your loved one, and you can feel all the feels you want to feel, and do not listen to anybody who tries to diminish that in any way. That it's your journey with your baby. And the other advice I can give is try as much as you can to focus on two things. One, the amazing memories that baby gave you, that you shared together, that will live on always, always. And the fact that, especially if your pet was ill or in an accident, and you had to euthanize that baby, that you were doing them a service by putting them out of their suffering. We all would like to keep our babies with us forever, which isn't possible, and should never look on having to euthanize your baby as something bad you did to them. You granted them peace they weren't going to have here on earth. So I wish comfort and love to every one of you listening who is going through this. It is really tough. It is really tough. Getting a little tears here. Everybody's babies are important, and we love our Darth and our Mike and our Jack. Hopefully he's still out there. And thank you for sharing our baby stories, and we'll have more in the future. But here's to Mike and Darth and Jack and all your babies that you have loved and who have loved you over the years, whom now are wonderful, wonderful memories for you. We love you all. Thank you for watching, and we'll talk to you very soon. Love you all. Bye.